ladies, gentlemen, anything else you may be watching. What is going on, guys? Pal back here with another video, and today we're going to be discussing the changes to the Pro Point ladder. Originally, this video was going to just talk about changes to the Pro Point ladder, some other changes I'd like to see, but if you were in my stream last night, and I'll get more into detail as the video goes on, but if you were in my stream last night, I had a lot of trouble with some Pro Point matches, and I'm going to include in this video some different things, on GB's end and stuff. I've been having a lot of trouble with Gamebattles, some Gamebattles admins, having a lot of trouble with the people that play the Pro Point ladder matches, and I'm going to go through a few points that I wrote down about the Pro Point. So, starting back off with, an adjustment is being made to the GB Pro Point ladder. If you didn't see, I believe it starts, I want to say 3 a.m. Friday. It's going to be, so before you could get as many pro points as you wanted, so if you didn't know, you could play a GB Pro Point ladder match, 4v4, CWL, best of 3 or best of 5. So every match that you won on that ladder, you would get 5 points. The first one of the day, you would get an extra 10 points, and then every match following would be 5. So every and in a 24-hour period, technically you could earn up to, so you could play a match every 15 minutes, 4 matches an hour, 24 times 4, you end up getting 96 matches plus that 10 bonus. So that's a lot of matches. Now, obviously, no one's really doing that because it's kind of hard to play best of 3s every 15 minutes. Some people are able to, a lot of people will host a match, win first match, report, accept another one, win the next match, and then get right into the next one, etc., etc. There's obviously strategies to doing it. Sometimes you play better teams, sometimes you play worse teams, whatever. What the adjustment they're doing is they're only allowing you to earn 40 points every 24 hours. So pretty much like you're going to win your first match, you're going to get your 5 plus your 10, so that's 15. And then pretty much at that point, you're only going to have to win 7 more matches. So the adjustment they made to the GB Pro Point ladder pretty much made it so you can only earn 50 points every 24 hours. So what that means is the first one you get of the day, you're going to get your 5 plus your 10, so that's 15, and then you only have to win 7 more matches that day, or honestly, well, you can win more, but you can only earn points for 7 more matches that day. So you would you could play up to 8 matches a day to get points, and you would get the 50 points every day. So instead of just being able to get as many as you want, no matter how long you could play, there's a cap now. From what I read, also, at least from what I took away, I could be wrong, but when I was reading the specific article, it seems that you can also win more matches in that day, and then the points will carry over to the following day. You just won't get them until the following day. So I guess like if you have a free day, you can sit there and get a bunch of points, and then you kind of make up for a couple days you're not able to be on. I don't know, something around those. But that's good. I mean, it's definitely a step in the right direction. I'm happy about it. Ultimately, I don't think you should be able to get points as much as you want. I really don't like the idea totally of the ladder at all, but I definitely, this is a step in the right direction. I can definitely deal with that. Okay, fine. Second thing they announced in that article, date change of the 2K. So Sunday, February 5th is actually the Super Bowl in North America. Well, I guess the United States, but nonetheless, they changed the 2K for North America from Sunday, February 5th to Saturday, February 4th. Now, I don't know. Now, I'm obviously going to be biased, so I'm going to explain here. If you saw my tweets, I said I have a trip planned. So my family and I planned a trip to go to New York City, blah, blah, blah. On that Saturday, I made plans to be back on Sunday for the 2K and etc. But now with the change, I'm not going to be able to go at all. So obviously, I'm a little annoyed. We booked hotels, planned the trip, whatever. But they gave the announcement pretty late. The only thing, I think they should just cancel it. I think Sundays are always 2K days, except when you go back maybe like the AW. I think then they used to have the 2K is Saturday, 5K Sunday, and then the occasional every month 5K Saturday, 10K Sunday, when there was a lot of fucking pro points. Now, it's not as much, but I still think they should stick to that Sunday. I don't think they should just make a random Saturday just because there's an issue. I think they should just cancel it altogether, have it the following week. I know it's a big deal. I think it's the last 2K prior. I think it's the last day you can really get points for ESWC, so it's going to be a big 2K. Could be wrong on that one too, but yeah, okay, whatever. Obviously I wanted to go on my trip. I'm going to be a little biased. Okay, fine. All right, so we'll get past that article. So last night we had a lot of trouble. So I think we played about 7 Pro Point matches, and I ended up having 3 disputes, and I also have several other disputes that I'm going to share later on in the video. But I wanted to talk about some of my experiences. So my experiences with these disputes are going to include the following. So I've ran into issues with players who They want to do what's called a dispute cancel. So our record right now technically is 56-3. I think we're waiting on a dispute, and then we got a dispute. We should have got the win for it. When I show you guys this, I think you'll agree. But yeah, so technically we're 56-3, waiting on a dispute, whatever. So when teams see us, some of them don't want to play us. I don't know if it's the record. I don't know if it's who the players we're playing with. Whatever, not a big deal. But what they'll do is they'll dispute and send a cancel. So pretty much either you're gonna go through the dispute and either the match is gonna be awarded in your favor, or you're gonna it's just gonna get canceled altogether. But either way, you have to make a ticket. So either you get to cancel the match, you don't have to deal with the hassle of it, or you go through the dispute. Number one, I mean, that's really annoying. I think if anybody does that and proof is shown of that, those accounts should be banned on the ladder. I also get disputes for no apparent reason. So I'll play teams. I've had this happen multiple times. I'll play teams and I'll beat them 2-0 and they'll report the wrong score. And some people even tweet and say, oh, we reported the wrong score, we're going to put in a ticket. And then other times they just won't even contact us at all. They'll just dispute in general, even though like my entire team streams. Like if we're playing as a four, like the 4 players on EZG, probably at least 3 of the 4 of us are streaming, and probably at least everybody's recording. It's like you have 4 different means of disputing. So it's like, why are you even disputing? You're just trying to cause us headaches. And I got very upset on stream today. I mean, I lost full percent.
Nice.
I'm just trying to
Woo, GBs! Woo! 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 I fucking love them, man! Oh my god! Make a kind of a compilation of a bunch of my moments because I was going through for a little bit there. But back on topic, yeah, multiple disputes for no apparent reason. I know even today we had a dispute. Literally beat a team 2-0, just disputed for no reason. I literally went to report score and then said they reported 2-0. Now, I usually get the wins for those. That's usually not a problem because obviously you have legitimate proof like that you won the matches. It's not even like a fact of like, oh, they didn't want to show up or oh this or oh that. We actually played the maps. The proof is there. I put the proof in, like, okay, obviously these guys won. They just disputed whatever. I think you should be banned for that. I don't think you should have I don't think there should be a lot of leeway for stuff like that. Especially like normally it's like, all right, so before you had a GB ladder and you have a UMG wager ladder, I never really had trouble on the wager ladder because you had to put up money to play. Whether it was $1, $5, $10, whatever, somebody's putting up money. So obviously you're taking your time to register your account, add money to your account, play it. So most people were pretty serious, so you didn't have to deal with too many disputes. And most of the disputes the admins were pretty good about. Now, game battles matches, these are free matches, but at the same time, they mean a lot. Because, like, we don't play them for no reason. If we didn't have to play these matches a lot, like, we'd be scrimming. I'd much rather be scrimming. And, we play these matches to get these points, and then we run into all these issues, like, where people don't want to play us, and people don't want to, and it's just not, and then this is my next point, is the inconsistency of the GB admin. So I'm going to show you. I have several disputes. I have a very good... Most of the time, my disputes are handled well. Until today, I get most of the wins even for the teams that don't want to play us. I put proof, like, look, I sent all these guys friend requests. I waited for them. I messaged them. I, didn't receive anything, whatever. I put in a lot of different stuff, like, when I'm disputing against players to make sure I get the win. Because I think if they're dodging us, they should definitely get the loss too. They don't want to play us. Why should they, just get the match canceled? But today I ran into a GB admin that I guess just wasn't having my shit today, and we ended up getting a match canceled and getting a loss that we should not have gotten. And again, I'm gonna show it a little later on. But another thing, underage players having no issue playing the ladder because it's easily accessible to anyone. Now, what that means is I can make an account and I can put any name in, birthday, email, etc., and just play matches, and earn pro points, same as anybody else. Now, obviously, if those accounts were entering 2Ks and somehow they won a 2K, they would have to, provide, like, legal proof of age and all that to actually receive the money. I think Dwala requires all that. I don't really care that underage players and whatnot play. I mean, I think they shouldn't because it's not fair because they're not allowed. But at the same time, like, if I'm getting my points, I mean, as selfish as it sounds, I don't care. Like, I'm just trying to get points. But I'm running into these players that are disputing on these accounts because these accounts don't matter to them because they just made them. Like, I feel like there needs to be some sort of registration process to even have an account to play on these ladders because obviously that's going to shy some people away, but it's going to, get rid of a lot of the problems that we have. And then again, I have like players aren't being banned for stalling, dispute canceling, giving free wins. Like some teams will, like they'll ask to cancel. We'll tell them, all right, no, like you guys can either play the match or you can report. Because if you post or accept the match, it's your obligation to play the match. If the other team wants to cancel, that's fine. But if they don't, you should not, be able to just get yourself out of the match. Like you posted, you accepted, whatever. You have to either play the match or you take the loss. So I think you should, give that team the win. But then you have some teams making teams and posting matches and giving people free wins, or like teams that, like players that are, making a team and going around and just posting every 15 and just reporting the loss and giving points. I think that should be noticed and something should be done about that. But yeah, that's pretty much all my points that I really came up with the GB Pro Point Ladder. For the second part of this video, I think I'm gonna do it in 2 parts. The second part of this video is going to include, pretty much I'm going to go through some of my GB tickets. I'm going to go through some of the proof that I used. I'm going to go through some of the methods of communication I used to talk to some of the different players that we had problems with. And I'm going to talk about my experiences overall. So thanks for watching part 1 of the video. I appreciate it if you stuck all the way through. Like if you enjoyed the video. Also, like if you agree with me to an extent with the problems with this ladder. And if we need to have some, some things addressed and stuff, subscribe if you're not subscribed. Almost to that 100 subscribers, so we will be doing the giveaway pretty soon. And the second part of this video is either going to be uploaded the same day or the following day. I'm not sure yet. Stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys, for watching. I'm going.